Hey there, planner babes, welcome back. Those that are just joining, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Today we're going to be doing a DIY mini project slash goal sheet. I actually saw this on Planner Babe Brooke's yes, her YouTube channel. I'll link the video to hers below, but I just thought this was like so adorable. If you're like me where you have a lot of the classic size project slash goal sheets and maybe you just don't want to go spend and buy minis, or you're on a no spend, which I'll be on, you can go ahead and do this. What you'll need is scissors, and I am going to use my cutter, but you really don't need one of those. Scissors are just fine as well. You'll need glue. Well, she did hers out of a classic size sheet of paper, but I'm just going to use this mini, of course, the project goal sheet classic size, and the sticker book. Now, she did use the tiny sticker book. I'll be using a couple others just because this one that I'm creating now is like a very specific reason, or I should say event, I'm going to use it for. So I'll be using a couple other sticker books. And yes, I did use the test, well, I call it my test sheet to basically plan this video just to see how it'll work out, and I really liked it. So like I said, again, it's great if you're on a budget or something. So here I'm cutting off the top labels first, like she instructs in her video. Make sure you leave a little bit of the white space underneath, and you'll see why. And then I went ahead and started cutting. Basically, you're cutting all these sections that are in the classic. You're just basically separating them. That's pretty much it. And here we go with the last part. Now on the other sheet that I did, I actually cut off the last labels where it has oh goodness, the, what's it say, action and then the due date or something like that. I actually left it on this time. You can see I kind of stopped because I was contemplating what I was going to do. I decided to leave it on because it'll actually work out for what I'm trying to do with this particular sheet. So just lining it up, and then I realized after that I probably should have cut all the sides off first, but yeah, that's all right. It still comes out the same. So then, what did I do? Okay, so then I went ahead and started cutting the white areas off of just the two sides and the bottom, because again, I did want the labels at the top of this section right here. And I really need to get a smaller cutter. This one's it's like for the big 12 by 12 scrapbooking pages. I just need to get a little small desktop for like little pages and things like this, because it's not all the time that I need a big one, but that's what I have. And sad thing is I have two, and they're just in the same size, but by different makers. This one I believe is by, oh, what is that brand? Fiskars. Yeah. So then I decided I didn't need that anymore. I started using just my scissors just to trim the others down to, well, I didn't trim them exactly to size yet. I was just taking off the extra. So at this point they're all still longer than what the mini sheet would be, but I wanted to just get the extras off and then go ahead and kind of figure out exactly what size I wanted. Now with the main label sheet at the top, I just cut where I needed, and now you'll see why she says to leave. Well, I thought you would see, but evidently I didn't put it in frame. My bad, y'all. Oh, there it goes. Why she says to leave the extra white, because I was kind of in frame. Oh, that sucks. It's because the end of the letters kind of hang off the bottom, so this way you can go in with scissors and cut around that, and you're not just completely cutting the letters off. I almost did that and then I remembered what she said. So yeah, you still have your little letter curlies at the end. You do the same to the other one. Y'all, and actually, if y'all would have seen how slow I was cutting this, it is ridiculous. Like, I actually sped this video up. That's why I had to do a voiceover, because I was just going so slow. I was just trying to get it all perfect. But yeah. I'm not sure what was I doing there? Oh, I was looking for something else that I may need. So here we go with the sheet. You go ahead and kind of figure out where you want everything on the sheet. It's pretty much just set it up like it was on the classic size, as far as in what order they go. It's just, you know, a little closer space. So there's when I actually realized how much of that section I wanted, and I just trimmed it down a bit. And then I went ahead. Okay, I realized I didn't need so much of the overview section, so I went ahead and trimmed that down, especially since I left the label on the top of the other section. I'm gonna need a little more space. And then I decided to do this section, the planning section, steps after. I didn't want to completely cut it fully, so I said let me just trim it a bit, and then I'll see after I put the fold over, I'll call it the fold over section. Once I put that on, then I'll know exactly if I need to trim it down a little more. So here I'm just making sure. Now I kind of have everything figured out. I went ahead and folded. You just fold it on that little divider line where it has the due date and everything like that. You can fold it right on that line. I really like to use my creaser because, I don't know, for some reason when I fold paper, y'all, and I go ahead and rub across it with my finger, the fold just, it does what it wants, and it's like, it's just agitating. I don't know why. I can't ever do that. And then if you guys have noticed in some of my other videos, when I go and like, I'll rub the sticker to make it stick more on the page, I always bend the page. I don't know why. So yes, creasers for everything. So then I went ahead and made sure that it would fit in the position that I wanted again. And I decided, now on Brooke's page, she put the, what is it called? The planning step section down first before she did this flat part. But for me, it actually works better if I do this flat part first, and then I kind of work around that, because I noticed when I did it the other way, it was a little harder for me, and I kind of cut one a little too long, and then I had to kind of trim again. So yeah, went ahead, put that down first, and now I think there was something sticky on there that was bothering me. So again, I'm showing you where I took the labels off the other one. So yeah, there was something sticky on there. Probably a little bit of the rolling glue. I had to get it off. So yeah, now we're gonna go ahead and I'll just put everything else. See, there's another little piece of glue. Put everything else on here in the order that it was needed. Well, I went from bottom up. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, you just start gluing everything. Any kind of glue that you prefer is fine. You don't have to have a, well, I call them glue rolls, which I'm pretty sure that's not what they're called, but that's what I call them. Glue tape. Yeah, glue tape. Yeah. Y'all know. So yeah, went ahead, and as you can see how that little flap works. Now I'll glue the rest of them on. I think that is the, well, I wouldn't say it's long, it's, what should I say? Because it's not really tedious. It's just that's the part that's the most work, is getting the page situated. But again, if you're like a person that likes DIYs and crafts and things like that. So it won't bother you at all. Like, it didn't bother me, but I know a few people that would not have patience to do. They'll be like, look, let's just go buy a pack of mini project sheets. But like, this idea, I'm very grateful for it, because especially since I have a few things coming up, but I'm doing the no spend. Well, I'm doing the no spend starting this Friday, because I do need to purchase a teacher planner, since that is how I'm going to track everything for my daughter's Girl Scout troop, since I am the troop leader. And I don't want to take my classic or put any of that in my personal classic planner, or just bulk up my mini, and I doubt my mini is going to be enough space to keep all that stuff. So the teacher planner is going to work, and I already have, well, not an idea, I know exactly which one I'm going to get, because it's teacher-esque, but it's not a straight teacher planner. So I'll do a flip through or unboxing when I get it. And yeah, so at this point, everything's already situated. I did realize that on the other side, I didn't want that wording on top of the flap. So I went ahead and pulled out my seasonal washi sticker book. I guess I'll call it sticker book, but I'm pretty sure it's not. There's another word for it, I don't know. Just to find a little cute summer one. I did pull out my jelly roll to kind of cover the letters a bit. When I use the jelly roll pen, I don't use it to completely white out the letters or lines at certain times. Sometimes I just want them a little lighter, that it just won't show up, because with the little designs on the washi, y'all, or on the stickers, the majority of times you can't even tell there was anything behind it anyway. So I went ahead and found these cute little popsicle washi and used that to cover that up, which I probably should have done before, because it was a little harder. And y'all, I do like the washi stickers, but because they're a bit thin paper like, you have to be a little more careful with them, and they do tend to curl up way quicker than any sticker. They curl like you lay them down, pull them up, and it's weird, but they are a good thing. So now I'm gonna trim the extras that are on there, because I don't want to fold it over and have it cover and have it cover the wording on the other side. So I just went ahead and took my little scissors and trimmed it off, like so. And bam, can't even tell it was there. And yeah, at this point, you just go ahead, put down what stickers you like. In the other project sheet I did, I just used the different stickers out of the tiny. This one, again, because it's for a specific thing, I went ahead and used a lot more summer, barbecue, food type, fun stickers. And I changed my mind about that summer loving, so you'll see it come up, and it's not gonna go back down on there. But yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you go ahead and try this project. Also check out Brooke's YouTube. I will link her video again in the description below. And yeah, and while you're watching the rest of this video, ignore how cut up my tiny sticker book is. I have two. This is just the very first one, and I was getting my planner bestie, I was getting her like a sticker starter pack, is what I called myself doing. So I cut a lot of my pages in this book in half and just stuck like all different kinds of stickers and things in there. But I do have a whole other tiny sticker book, and it's brand new, not cut. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell so you know when I post again. Enjoy the rest of the video, you guys, and your day. Bye. Okay, hey babes. Well, as you can tell, this is not the same day as the video. I just wanted to attach this to the end of it to show a little tweak that I made to this sheet. So this is for my daughters. Well, one is born in July, one's born in August, but they want to do a big end of summer birthday together. So that's what I was using this one for. And I needed more space on the back to where I can just have like a sketch of their cake slash cupcake setup. So that's why that's there, so I have that space to draw, because when I'm out I might be with my mom and I can't really remember everything that I wanted. And then I figured whatever it was that day that I'm picking up from the store, I can go ahead and just pop in a half sheet with a list of what I need to get and then check it off. Because I do have in my classic size, I do have this big foldable one that I made to keep track of everything that I'm still filling in, honestly. And then as this is gonna be filled in, then I'll plug in from this list whatever it is I'm grabbing that day on, where'd it go? I could have sworn I just had it. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Well, it's gonna be on one of like these little mini half sheets, like that, right there. And I'll just, once I grab it and I come back, then I can just look at that list, what I get, check it off here. So, and then that's gonna be all the supplies there. And that is extra things I need for like the candy table, stuff like that. So everything is organized. Like this is the main, and then this is the mini that's gonna travel around with me just in case I need to remember, like, oh well, what was I doing again, and such and such. So yeah, that's just a little update, and I just decided to film it and tag it on to the end instead of making an entirely new one and doing a whole other video. Y'all don't judge me. Thanks for watching.